theologies of every culture, ancient and modern. Believer, non-believer, seeker, uninterested, or over it and disenfranchised, in church, ex-church, and no church, all of us are searching for enough. Even those of us who apprentice under Jesus and claim to have found our soul's ache, the one object that can actually satisfy our desire for eternity, even we, when we are honest, don't always feel the enough we are so quick to proclaim as our birthright. Some rage at the gap between promise and felt reality. Others pretend. Most of us just keep quiet. But all of us search for more. Tyler Staton has given us a beautiful book, one that is invigorating to the mind and a delight to read, yes, but make no mistake, it is a book for the soul. As a writer myself, I'm a bit jealous. Tyler's first foray into writing is much better than my own. It's clear he's not just a pastor or even a communicator. He's an artist with the craft, each page an act of love and attention to detail. I pray that this book is the first of many I get to read from Tyler. But as Tyler's friend, it comes as no surprise that his first book has depth and substance far beyond his years. I've long thought of Tyler as an old soul, due to the wisdom latent in his inner life. Behind the pages you're about to read is a man of prayer, a man who's up early, day after day, to lift his soul to heaven in the quiet and begin each day with God. It shows in every paragraph. Here's my encouragement as you begin to read. Take it slow. Feel your way through this book. It's full of great stories, killer quotes, and interesting asides. Enjoy them. But let the Spirit of God do a slow, seeping work in your spirit. As you turn each page, open your heart just a little more to God. You'll find far more than words waiting for you. John Mark Comer.
Chapter 1. Stuck between two unsatisfying stories. Good spiritual writing, among other things, should help introduce us to ourselves. Ronald Rolheiser. I was pedaling as fast as I could, narrowly passing between parked cars and bumper-to-bumper traffic on Manhattan Avenue. I clipped a side mirror with my backpack but pretended not to notice. There are unwritten rules in New York City. Like if you're afraid of a scuff on your car, you live in the wrong place. Besides, I don't have time to stop. I'm 10 minutes late. I'm always 10 minutes late. I don't have time for this meeting at all. Not this week, anyway. It's Holy Week, meaning the week that leads up to Easter. And I'm the pastor of a Christian church. We've got a service on Thursday night, a service on Good Friday, sunrise prayer, and a series of services on Easter Sunday. And this year, someone thought it would be a good idea to do a Holy Saturday service, too. Whose idea was that? What combination of ignorance and foolishness made me agree to that? Anyway, I don't really have time for a cup of coffee, but he was only going to be in town for a few days. I'm cutting diagonally across an intersection while organizing thoughts for a sermon in my head, not recommended, hoping I'll still remember what I'm holding in my mind when we're done catching up. Look, I need to get this out in the open up front. I'm a couple beers in. That's how he started the pastoral counseling meeting he had scheduled with me. I had a long lunch with a friend at the pub down the street, and, well, one thing led to another. I was meeting with Andrew, and I love this about Andrew. I'm being completely serious. I admire his honesty. He's one of the most forthright people I've ever met. The 10 minutes he sat there waiting for me to arrive, predictably tardy, he must have nervously wondered if I'd smell the alcohol on his breath, if I'd judge him, or even worse, worry about him. So, he told himself, I'll just get it out in the open. And he did. We were sitting outside, across a cafe table, in two ice-cold metal chairs. It was definitely not warm enough to sit outside. We both knew that, but neither one of us wanted to say it. We were the only ones who braved the sidewalk that afternoon. But this was early April, and after a long winter, the high 40s when the sun is out.